Good morning once again. Here we are going to start AngularJS directives and expressions. Objectives of this chapter: to understand different ng attributes. Here we are going to learn about AngularJS attributes, to learn expression and data binding, to understand the working with directives. First, introduction. What is directive? A directive is a rule for defining how your user interface interact with data binding. How user interface is going to interact with data binding. Data binding means runtime we are fetching the data or binding the data with the variable. So this directive will decide the rule. Directives are special attributes starting with ng and after that your attribute name, ng prefix. Data binding is a very useful and powerful feature used in software development technologies. It acts as a bridge between view and business logic. Business logic means controller part, where you are going to apply your business logic or your programming logic. That part and view part. This directive is going to act as a bridge between this view and controller part. Expressions in AngularJS are used to bind application data to HTML. Directives are markers on a DOM element that tell AngularJS to attach a specified behavior to that DOM, means view part of your HTML. To that particular view part, what we have to show, that is shown by the or that is decided by these directives. In short, it extends the hypertext markup language capacity. Then attribute directives are used to apply conditional style to elements. Which portion we have to show in color, which portion we have to show in other colors, different colors will be there, or different for loop will be there. So which part we are going to apply, that will decided by these directives, which directive you are going to use. Some part you will show or some part you will hide from the user. Dynamically change the behavior of component. So all this part comes under these directives. Most of the directives in AngularJS are starting with ng. AngularJS includes various built-in directives. In addition to this, you can create custom directives also. They have given built-in, plus you can create custom directives also. AngularJS facilitates you to extend HTML with new attributes. These attributes are called as a directives. So already HTML tags are there. Plus they have given some more tags to extend the HTML capacity. That is called as a directives. And that directives are starting from ng prefix. So most common built-in Angular directives. First is a ng app. What is ng app? Angular app. It is used to define the root element of AngularJS application. So root element in HTML also, HTML tag is the root tag. Same way here, root element of this AngularJS is ng app. This directive automatically initializes the AngularJS application on page load. When your page is going to load, that time it will initialize the AngularJS application. It can be used to load various modules in AngularJS applications. So what modules, whatever variables are there, all are going to initialize here, load here under this ng app attribute. Syntax of this attribute: element, here will be your HTML element, then ng app, this is the directive, ng app is equal to name, we will write here. What content we are going to show under this, that will be here, and end of element. This is the syntax. And in last lecture, we have seen example of ng app. So you can do this right now. I will tell you. You have to do practical. For each and every attribute, you have to check by implementing that ng directives, how it is working. So first, in Notepad also you can do this. So open your Notepad. Are you doing right? Or shall I explain next one? Are you doing? Yes, everyone. If you are doing here, whatever problems are there, I will solve here only. So our practical will also cover under this. Yes, everyone.
Ma'am, I don't have a laptop.
You can take a snapshot after that. Uh, Means somewhere you have to try this.
Okay.
Other students, are you doing
We are
or
doing,
not?
ma'am.
Yes. I will send this script in chat box. You have to take it as it is. Check whether it is coming or not. I'm not able to see it. Again, I'm sending the same script. Check everyone.
Yes,
The,
sister.
yes. So first is your HTML part, then head tag is there, title tag, AngularJS first application, then script tag. Here we have to write the library, right? Library name. This is important part. Without this, we cannot execute AngularJS application. So this script tag should be there, contains AngularJS library. End of head tag. Then body tag ng-app. This is our directive. ng-app. Root directive of AngularJS application. ng-app is equal to name of this application, ng-app, my app. Then div tag is there, ng controller is equal to hello controller. Then head tag h2 welcome. These are Angular brackets. Here you can show data to user, view part of Angular application, Angular brackets. Inside this, hello to dot title. This name and this name should be same. So how you are writing, capital, small, that should be same. Hello to dot title. To the world of Pune College, head tag end. Then div tag end, open script tag. This is for AngularJS code. Everything we have to write under this script tag related with AngularJS. So inside this script tag, we have to create module angular.module. Here we are creating new module because it contains two parameter, module name and this empty brackets. Empty bracket means we are creating new module, and this name my app and your ng application name should be same. Then immediately dot is there. I have taken it second line, but this is a single line statement. Immediately dot controller. After this end of bracket dot controller in bracket, controller name is hello controller, comma function in bracket scope object dollar scope. So after end of this scope there is a curly bracket. All are in single line. Then using this scope object, create the function hello2 is equal to empty brackets. Then for this hello2 only, we are going to create field title. So here we are assigning value to this title AngularJS. Semicolon. Again this curly bracket. Close function bracket. Semicolon. End of script tag. End of body tag. End of HTML tag. Save this program using .html. Give your name .html. Done with this?
One second.
You will take time for one or two program only. After that, it will be very fast because half part is common for all the programs. Only your this logic will be different. Controller and view logic will be different. Done? Save your program. dot html. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Check your output whether it is working or not. Save your program. Same program is here. We have executed. Check here whether this value is coming or not. Static thing will be there as it is, but this thing is coming from Angular application. Check whether it is working or not. Yes, working. Same program is here. We have executed. Check here whether this value is coming or not. Static thing will be there as it is, but this thing is coming from Angular application. Check whether it is working or not. Yes, working or not?
Yes, working.
Yes, everyone, other students. Have you done this? Yes, remaining student, only one is responding. Who is responding?
Myself.
Sufyan, right? Yes, good. What about other student? Are you doing or not? Yes, girls. Muskan is there. गई. Masira, Afia, सिंसिया, सादिया. कितने हैं गर्ल्स? एक भी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रही. शाहीन, आप कर रहे कि नहीं कर रहे?
Ma'am, I told you I don't have a laptop.
Yes, only one told me.
Ma'am,
What
I
about
got your
others?
screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
I will do it later.
Do it, huh? Do it later on. Complete it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will see one more example and we will stop here. Tomorrow we will see remaining examples. Next attribute is ng-init, initialization init. It is used to initialize variables in AngularJS application. What is use of this attribute? You should know use of each and every attribute. For what reason we are using that? So it is used to initialize variables in AngularJS application. So in this example, this thing is common till the script, head, body style. Under this H2, we have represented that this is a ng app or ng-init directive. We can write here ng-init. Then under this div tag, this is the element. ng-app, I have not focused here on ng-app. We have to focus on ng-init. We have already seen one example of ng-app. Now we are focusing on ng-init. So here under this ng-init, this is the attribute. In the tag only, we are going to initialize one variable with value. So ng-init is equal to, here is double quote, outer part is double quote. Inside this variable name is given first name is equal to, using single quote we are initializing this variable. Using single quote we are initializing this variable. Now in next tag, p tag, you wrote what you initialize here, that will be reflected in this angular brackets. So using init, we have initialized one variable and that variable value we are taking from here. You wrote first name, this variable name, and here which variable name we are using, that should be same. So do it right now. This part is common, only this thing you have to change. Save it as, who is not doing, take a screenshot. Only this thing you have to remember, how we are going to initialize the attribute ng-init. Initialize the variable using this attribute. ng-init is equal to double quote. In this double quote, variable name is equal to value. And after that, variable name we are going to show here. Means it is like a printf scanf. Here we have scanned this, and after that we are using printf statement. Instead of %d, here we are using angular brackets. Take a screenshot. Who is not having laptop, you all can check using online compiler also. On mobile also it is possible. Go on online compiler, select the language, AngularJS. There is a language option, right side corner. All languages are there. You have to select AngularJS. Maybe on that compiler you don't need to use this one because that is online compiler is there. So maybe there is a need to write this part only, ng-init. So you can check that online also. Done with this? I will show you the execution. If it is incomplete, take a screenshot and complete it. I will show you the execution part of this ng-init. Take a notepad. ng-init dot html. Now copy paste the code. Save it and execute it. See, it is not working, so we have to check what is remaining in that part. We wrote whatever I have written in that variable, that is not going to reflect here. And check the mistake, what mistake we have done here. JavaScript problem is this thing. For single mistake also it is not showing any output. Check the double quote. Should be, these double quotes are different. Because of the double quote only, it was not showing output. So this is AngularJS application ng-init directive. Here we have initialized the variable under this ng-init attribute directive. First name is the variable that is initialized with the value, and that value we are just showing to the user. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very easy programming.